Thanks for joining us on the John Mendola Show. We are driven by McCarthy Tire and Automotive Centers. Let's talk Swoyersville American Legion Post 644. Ryan Hogan joining us right now. Ryan, hey, a great first day at the Mid-Atlantic region. Let's talk about you guys. And boy, it's been an incredible run.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Thank you for having me, first off. Yeah, we won today 5-0 against the who did we play today, actually? I'm trying to forget. Yeah, we won. It was a great game today. It was one of our most sound games in a while. We came out, we smoked the ball. Tyler Yankowski threw a great game. A 4-hitter, I think, through the whole thing. And he didn't let up a hit till the 6th inning. And we hit the ball, had like 13 hits or something like that. It was a great game.
Yeah, you took on that team from Flemington, New Jersey in the first game. Of course, tomorrow you guys will be going at it again. How about this team overall, what it's been like, and Coach Sean Toole and the guys on the team? It's been a pretty darn good run for a few years there at Swoyersville.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's pretty crazy to think, and we all still kind of talk about it. This team literally almost didn't happen this year. There was a lot of questions on if guys were even coming out. I mean, there was, I say, about 4 or 5 of our stars who weren't even questioning whether we were going to play between different things that we had going on, between different baseball opportunities and just whether kids were busy this summer, either they had schoolwork or they're going to school early or just a whole bunch of different factors. So we were all, and then we went off and we won a state title. I mean, so it's pretty crazy that we were the team that almost never was, and then come out and doing everything we're doing and having fun. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, you talk about some of those things, and you talk to different players over time, and they're like, well, I'm going to take some time off of the summer, because it ends up, baseball's really become a year-round thing for guys like yourself. So I'm sure at some point you get a little bit tired, but it's pretty refreshing when you're winning like you guys are.
Oh, definitely. I mean, this experience, it's like no other. 2 years ago, I always said it was the best summer of my life, and I sacrificed a lot of things to do a lot of stuff with the team, and it really paid off to go when it's our first state title in our area. A lot of things I gave up to go to that tournament, and then go to Mid-Atlantic and experience that with all those kids, especially on a lot of their last rides, and then come do it again. Something I definitely never thought would happen to me, but I'm happy it's going on, and so far we're off to a good start.
Talk about getting the most out of you guys. Obviously, a lot of you guys played at Valley West, just about the whole team. Coach Milas, the old school guy, Coach Toole, the young guy. So different mindsets, but nonetheless, you guys are producing, and it's really a good time, I guess, camaraderie-wise. All these parents, probably a lot of good friendships with the parents as well as the players, too.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it was very similar. I mean, our team's very close to Valley West. I mean, we lost a couple holes. Like, I mean, not having Justin's a big loss. We're obviously missing. I mean, missing Grant Powell, another pitcher. That's another loss. But, you know, we find a way to make it work. You know, there's a lot of kids who, if you could ask me in the high school season that would come up big this summer, you would never even think. I mean, Zach Kabuski, a kid who hasn't picked up a ball and gone on the mound ever this past high school. He doesn't have a high school inning. And to come out and have 6-0 or something like that, you know, knock on wood, it keeps going. But, you know, it's crazy just the way he pounds the zone. And even other kids like Don Bale playing second base, never played there before. Even Josh Montalvo, he didn't play high school. Now he's arguably one of our best hitters and coming up big in the 2-hole, following his brother. You know, and then Mark Barron coming back from the previous season after taking off. He was being a freshman at Penn State, just going to school there. And, you know, we find ways to make it work with what we have, and our chemistry is a big deal with that, just like it was in Valley West.
Ryan, for you, being one of the leaders of this team, of course, what you did at Wyoming Valley West, now you're going to take that game to the next level. And a decision you made a few years ago, and you've stuck to it, and St. John's is where you're going to be.
Yes, definitely. I stayed with my commitment, and it's something I leave in just about 4 weeks or something like that. Yeah, very close to 4 weeks, and I'm very excited to go. You know, it's weird because when you commit 2 years in the past, you just kind of have to sit on it for a while, and then you wait, and then finally now it's that time. It's just like it's weird because like you've known it for so long, and have to make the decision when you're 15 years old. It's tough to make that such a young age and then actually stay with it. But I'm happy where I am, and I'm ready to get going there.
And guys like Tyler headed to Millersville, a great program. Division II, tops in the country, one of the top programs. He's got a nice future, but all you guys seem like you're going in your own path, and everybody seems pretty happy over it. Guys gone to Mansfield and different places like that.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you know, we got a pretty good group of kids who are going on to do good things next year. Mark Popson, he's not playing with us, but he's going to Mansfield. Justin Montalvo, he's going off to play at LAC, a very good JUCO program, which is where my brother played, where Sean Toole played. That's very respectable in our area. Like you said, Yankowski going to Millersville. That's a huge accomplishment. Even though like some people get like Division I in their mind all the time, and you don't need to go Division I to be at a good school. I mean, Millersville is a great program. That's where I would want to go if I was in the PSAC. So it's very commendable what he's doing, especially what everyone else is doing for that matter. Oh, and also Grant Powell going away, and Justin. Just to name some of my Valley West friends and teammates.
We're talking Ryan Hogan from Swoyersville Post 644, and of course, right now they're doing some great stuff. Ryan, comeback kids. I mean, boy, that last game you guys were in the state tourney, they got ahead of you. You guys scored very late in the game, and then really got on a roll. And boy, you weren't going to be denied to stay unbeaten in that state tournament. It was pretty remarkable.
Oh no, it's crazy. I mean, it's hard not to be excited when you're playing a state final game. And, it gets to a part of the tournament where pitching starts to kind of wind down for both teams. Well, they brought back the number 2 and circled him for the final. And we threw Pat Adamski. He had kind of a tough start in the beginning, and he wasn't really throwing too many strikes. But we had guys to step up and come in like Dave Gavlik. I mean, that kid, he doesn't really play too often. He doesn't get too much time, but man, he's our best bench player. He's always loud and always into it. He cares more about the game than most of the kids around us. It's crazy. And he came out and he actually got the win. So I was really happy for him to do that. And when we got down 4-0, it was tough because it's hard not to get down about that. Just things weren't rolling our way, and all it takes is one big hit sometimes just to spark a roll, and we just got to roll them through, I think, and scored 6.
Is it fair to say, in the situation you guys are in Legion ball, that you need a lot of arms, 9 or 10 arms? I mean, guys you thought, hey, he's not a pitcher, he's now a pitcher.
It's honestly, these tournaments are like this is like the science of pitching. Like it's not like of just laying kids out and just think. That's honestly the key to winning these games and tournaments. You have to really think about what you're going to do with your pitching staff, who's going to throw in, dividing up innings. It gets complicated sometimes. Like even now, like we really have to figure out and to swing our guys back and forth. Like we had Yanko today, and he threw 8, and so we threw Pat Adamski on 9th. And tomorrow we're likely going with Eric Rader. So hopefully he could swing back for the finals too, because Yank's on a pitch limit right now. So we don't know if we're going to be able to use him towards the end. But it's tough because then you got to use guys that you may not want to use, but you kind of have to. And that's where the part where scoring runs is huge. You need to score huge runs to give yourself a little bit of a cushion, so you could throw those guys and conserve arms throughout the tournament.
Yeah, you guys are finding the way to do it. Great job, that's for sure, Ryan. And, of course, the family support, I'm sure, for you has always been tremendous. So they'll continue to keep rooting for you, huh?
Oh, exactly. Yeah, it's nice when you're we go to these games, and I've always noticed our crowds are a little bit more sizable than the others and a little bit louder, too. It's definitely a huge boost. I mean, we came out today, and our crowd was hooting and hollering and stomping their feet and yelling. It's great when you have that kind of support on your side, especially even from your hometown. People listen to it live and send you good luck texts and send your coaches good luck texts. And, it's nice when you have support. It's just knowing someone cares about what you're doing is fantastic.
How about the old patriotic part of this when you guys head back to the Swoyersville American Legion Post 644? What's that like with that group of people?
Oh, it's awesome. I mean, coming home to with a state title and a regional title, and hopefully a Mid-Atlantic title. I mean, it's unreal just to do it for your town and your area. It's awesome when you can represent and be a big part of your community. There's nothing like it. Everyone knowing your name and doing something good for the town.
Everyone proud in Swoyersville, and we are too here in northeastern Pennsylvania. Ryan, great catching up with you. Of course, the best of luck through the rest of the tournament, okay?
All right, sounds good. Thank you for having me.
Ryan Hogan headed off to St. John's. He's still got some baseball to play here in northeastern Pennsylvania. Of course, right now he's playing in Virginia. On the John Mendola Show, we are driven by McCarthy Tire and Automotive Centers.